Abusia eye dadi Lumba te ase no oto eye ne nua ba maame Akosua Bempoma bedin eye woni Akosua sewa last born na elamabufuo so nti maame Akosua Bempoma eyi na ne din afri ne din so abusia ahagusu eye K Black Media mesre se obe subscribe na wa sha mame abusia eye maame Akosua sewa ene Akosua Bempoma enkumafo imienu dadi Lumba ne odobroni etna yemu no na maame Akosua Bempoma enimhu bi eme na me no so ema Akosua sewa behu ye eno ase makuma me no na eka de yedai na wo na wo pene so se unua be ma enkofo wa wo fro enka me ho na dadi Lumba eto eye Akosua Bempoma ebedin eye maame Akosua sewa last born na enameno so ema entawantawa bom mienu ntem eye sai kumafo mienu yi entawantawa bom ntem na enye fedi agoro almost 5 years ni na omontem engo enameno so nti ema Akosua Bempoma eyi edin eye dadi Lumba eto ne last born eso no Akosua Bempoma ye free ni din so abusia kame wonye ngosha video ne enje ensem ni munchiremu embra
Team legal wives no more no so. One and rumba hono. It is a we political party. Nese wusro omo and the omane ba hono. And Crawford just say, ye no aduanema omo. Efa omo gu kemu. Asa no baby. No, omo nye obi asa. Na me de maame Bempoma. Afe de wakasa magana fo se yanyini ni biem. Says na sama no o ka se ayie no mede ne majabroni adwuma ho aba uso ayie ye na wo Ghana ha na woni abrochire wo kro Ghana yi mu na wa ama enti eno na wo beka se na wontumi nya wadwuma ho no na pese ekire sei na emani mienu no Sarah obi a oye badwin ba bia hu different media misusu se esubia maame se we dan ne di no e wo se nko dobroni akwada no na eye enye panyi se Lumba studio ayese e wo East Legon ho no enye bi ne de awe na achen na e wo Germany ho na maame bie kire nkrofo no enso abayo enye bi da ensem bebre kwosui enko wonsam ka wo enso wonkasai omo manage ekunafo ni mienu no odobro ni nkrofo no ye fa beta na maame se wan nkrofo oma ya masesei maame no ho ye hikura sen first no because se obi adwene ho wonte se age se o ma na te o mo ho ase ade a o mu ye onipa a o nwu ye ise on na mo di ne dia beto so en na niema basa ade a mo ya mo se ebusua panyi agu se bi Lumba ni mo ase mama China mama panyimu buni mu se dwe ewo wo ba mama China Lumba ye ne ba ewo wo ba yesi mama Bempoma so se wo besunua no eso se sun ne menhu ebusua panyi kofi owusu no a team legal for se onye busuani no me de minim se eno amesa ene opanyi kofi owusu omu nyina na na baako enti se ye pa busua pa de a ka opanyi kofi owuso ne ma dadi Lumba ye busua sen mama China enso abusua ni mu no opanyi kofi owuso na ajeje mahwese Charles enim bebenyam ne sister ene ne wo fire opoku na omo so omo no omo ye immediate bi me immediate ni ka min ma de kro sa immediate family na omo ka no womo no na aguna ni mu asia but of panyi kofi owusu na yese wonka ho no wono na ehwe krakra Lumba echi se ayi e friend say key holder omukoye ya nkomo beton adi kwa no emsa aye beans eniema omoye nyina no abusua panyi aginem ama na ye beans ese immediate for no omo nwine Lumba mane ho enipa 11 no omo nwine wo omo ho na emso ma ye o madwen se odobroni ma ne susua enti ombe mafia odobroni ena no omode ye de omode ye no enso medofo ewiase obi kra ne nyame na obi nni ho enti sai raba no de odi free soro baaye no ye mo bia ye ntimi nya ho hwie o Daddy Lumba me kra me check no emma me nim se oni wo mo Denise ma me ne ade em se be 45 eso de odi odobroni ye no wanfo bia anye bi nti enipa amebo na baso na me de manu asi eye papa kokoi aduma kunya meche so na ye we ni sare wa ma wa na hu no wa ma because se wa anko Lumba de papa na enye concert we na obeba na obi interview musician bi na obi sa ne say na obekọ o say main one ne kra ma anko na concert so nti me de abusua panyi kofi owusu so obi do Lumba no wo mpaibo bia onfantai na chi na sede omo kasa sebe no one ne ya aka no se no one ne ya aka mpo ampa which yes nye true but se ne ya ampa mpo a enne ono no de ne na ya si fam o hwe se Lumba obi nwu nanim ase but omo ana Lumba feel se omo ye na dofo no omo na ahwe aginem ama nanim egu ase nanso enya ade ebesi baabia nti mesre Lumba adofo ye nyina ye ntwen 1 year no na ye nhwe de Ghana ene abusua panyin na yerenom ene mma ebeka bom na ya to aso na ya kra papa na chi mpacha o medase.
Thank you so much, Bato. I really love your submission. Thank you. Sister Tanya shall be brave. Sir Rolling Akwaba.
Right.
Sir Rolling.
Bibi aboko.
Me pacha yesu adumo na say.
Ya mi adumo ene so e time ni so.
So I want to end
Alex Frost Brad ya is over.
Okay. Sir Rolling, so what were the 2 videos no, right?
2 videos near then.
You decline show a year no. A year that Lumba year kasa and then we show the celebration of life.
Okay. Intisi adena oye.
We want to see that we are talking about what you see between the celebration of life and then a year nankasa, because we know say a lot of people actually talk down on that Lumba year say na anyefe and kofama and a whole lot of the things and kofokan, you know. So we actually compared a year na we actually saw, and then they actually made us know say there was going to be a better funeral for that Lumba, and then we compared it with their celebration of life.
Young compare. Right. Right on so the assembly ball. Okay. Right, mame starting to say. Deal a year no 13th December. Right? Say 13th December. I says deny also Bible verse. No 13th December. Right on na me kai pa say date ni ba out. I think early October. Somewhere October. Was it October 2nd or say? No. I'm so October 7th. Something like that. October 7th. And we shall penny the date in a buy. Until we say from October to December. Say 2 months. And yes, sir. Into only 2 months. And a planning on my year. We shall penny year. Na yenhwe celebration of life no. Last trial me catch you say omukọ ahemfie no. Somewhere in October in the ending of October. Omukọ ahemfie no. I almost started almost see billboards no. So and also no October, ending of October say early November and so. And I'm say March, be March. Enti yen checking free honum eba from October to November no mo started some be year no and also be celebration of life no right o say 4-5 months into no the 5 months and our planning abusua penny the 2 months and our planning what you then I say into say opo bi esan ko ye ni yie pa esan ke celebration of life no into me bobɔ nneɛma bi so sɛ mewie na wohwɛ na rayo ɛyɛ on parallel da wobɛhu ɛyɛ much less a wobɛhu sɛ o compare na ɛyɛ yie nso a rayo sɛ na meka no wankasa wobɛhu listeners nso wɔ ase nti wɔn nso bɛhu rayo ma mefa nkɔ back kakra yɛnkɔhwɛ 1 week no 1 week no wohwɛ asɛ ne ɛkɔɔ so no almost obia ka sɛ ɛyɛ fɛ what I say I nka sɛ ɛyɛ fɛ because ɛyɛ deɛ hun sɛ yɛ money what I say nti untimi kwa ka sɛ fɛ but deɛ course no yɛnyina ni gye so ɔmo nyina yɛ united nti deɛ na nka pɛ sɛ yɛhu ɛyɛ na sɛ no sɛ funeral donation no sɛ nipa na ɛkɔ ase no rahel nipa nso kɔ ayɛ fine what I say nti na sɛ ne yɛyɛ no 1 week ne yɛhwɛ asa ka final funeral right no ɔmbɛyɛ ne saa Rahel, celebration of life no. Me pese me busa se deal emma so or ma 11. Right. Emu se ne kwa ase emma 11 no.
Bacho obi ankobi.
Obi anya den. Obi
ankobi, yeah.
Are you sure?
Oh yes.
Obi ankobi.
After Bacho muhu that Lumba money be celebration of life nasi. None of them.
Okay. Enti ye celebrate that the Lumba. And now within a space of sebe 1 day or 2 days or something. You see ye celebrate Akosua sewa. Akosua sewa ni Lumba o masen. Me pachowa.
Oni no ma 3.
Okay. Right now ma 3 no. Ebi kubia na.
Bacho debi obi ankobi.
Say ye celebrate o mama. Ana.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Ena ebi ankobi.
Debi.
Okay. Nti Ryo, I know your point number 1. Point number 2. Usam ka say Ryo, in some way na best start no. Start if 1 week na say. 1 week na say no tie omo ko bi ena omo monitor from afar, Ryo. Ade ba ko pe necessary. Odobro ni ba nti emi de pan say minim say ye na hima ne boss wa umbrella simbi no odobro ni ba 1 week na say Ryo. Ohwe convoy Toyota Hilux edene ba ya convoy no Ryo na wa kakra fine what I say. Second wife no bana convoy we say. First wife oba no we nya sa nti me hu ne se bitterness na start fi honom. So 1 week imponi ene o ma ne kwan pa o ma sister kwan na obeye yi ne pa dia yenim de besi nti ene sa dia ye man nko bench ti ye kan den ma me ne se no o ye den kuna ne de ono nko ane beye start fi honom nti me de enye me ho right na yensan hwe next one eye ni mienu ana se bia celebration of life na eye no who say ni mienu nyina injunction ba so right so ni sa ni nyina call court abusua panyi de na call court no that ben na court etna so I think it was Friday and a ruling about
Friday na ye that Lumba that Friday na ruling no ba
good nti eno a day before the final funeral rites what you dey say nti na say abusua panyi was say less than 12 hours na so utimi organize ye no okay yenhwe celebration of life no almost injunction no that ben a ruling about out
2 days before the celebration.
I think it was Wednesday. It need 2 days, 3 days. It was Wednesday. Okay. Wednesday nearby.
Okay. 3 days.
So, 12 hours, no. We need 72 hours I no decide so bad obey into the yema way 1 day yema way 3 days into me no so compare why the na san ko timi ye ni ye pa
The 3 days.
the 3 days okay right yanko next one you say yaka ne ma no enye sa omo short thing bi some short catchy thing bi omo bo jengi bi omo boy for celebration of life no right menim say bia wo ho no ma enna no mo artista no mo artista bebe ye no.
Okay, I think I'll look for it. Let me look for it.
Okay.
So Roland, over to
Mami to aso why?
Yes, over to me akasa.
Good. Enti
So Roland, so Unima, you can mention it. If not, I'm looking for it.
I can't mention all, but few.
Okay.
Semete Obrafo Shatawale. Obrafo Shatawale. Ente listeners ni bit ma boamia.
Tomboy.
Tomboy.
Sakodie.
Enti Rahel. Ebusampanyi ye no eye ne ayi no. Say ye we say the artist bia masse. Manye yi ni ye. Nti me busa say Rahel. Omo artist no mka so mbeba no. Artist say nti me ba omo de no. Rahel Boame.
I saw Daughters, I saw Florence Obinim, I saw Kofi Nti. The other guy, I don't know if he's Borax or I think say or no na me huye. Did I see anybody again? And Dinah Samoa.
Nti gospel artist.
Oh no, I mean sort I'm not sure sort or program but these I saw 5 people that.
Okay, Rahel. Daddy Lumba and so no. Or your high life musician. And yes, sir. And to send no more cassette. Oh, radio musician. No more bar a final funeral right in the year who will be a. Right, or more boy, or more boy, modina. Gospel artist, men cassette or more. Omunyina my yardie. Dinah Samoa yardie, Daughters yardie. But Rahel, you won't me more and you now cassette. Unime na ne champon. What you say? Na champon ba sa music in right wache nse be 35-40 years. What you then say? Na ne champon ba Lumba de no. So artist papa bia ma hono. Enti last meeting minua Monarch. Also on kwa na ko expect say anke ba kofa Mary J Blige ne Jay-Z mo ene diaba. Right. Enti we are yensanko businessmen e Ghana, right? Yenko businessmen, yenko politicians. Bushampenye ye no me hu bi akra me hu esi edu nketia. Right? Me hu bi akra no me hu se ba omia ma obi bai. Kofo ma obi bai. Right? President Mahama e ma obi bai. Right? I can go on and on and on. Right? Almost the no for the buy.
We saw Hopes Sinadoye. And Crime Formant he was also there.
Langard.
Alex is saying.
They say Langard for also buy.
Pamocho comments no no bi so atro se no ye nungwa me pamocho ofri abola a suburb of Gamashi onye Gamanche mrante hene oye abola mrante hene. Thank you.
Oh, right. Enti yensan ko businessmen ko kutin despite ebusampanyi de so omunyina omo bae ana wensu de no omo bae ana enti right enye me na me meka se yen compare but one cause I few a year mabubo ya. Obi hu de ko ye ni de anko ye. Na obi be busa say we no den na ebedu hanum say right here. Ya kasa de we say na. Nti e me de pa say na hema na say mama Esther kasa bi o say anke be ne ya sanka ya man kofo ya anye celebration of life ya. Anke be ha dwen pa. Ko be ka say adie bi pa anke ba be pa. A mama ya kwa me anye no. Na de bia me kasa mi right here. Ghana for no how egu omoso no. Enye bi ni die o nsem a ya ka ma na twam no. Oko TikTok right. Abroche for ne doso pa. Those living abroad, omo na doso wo so pa. Si e ka say yi na bi anke be no TikTok dia. I think say bi an kombinya numbers no. Ye de say na right ya kan ye de nipa na ye. Na o hwe nipa na egu a na hwe de na egu abusuan panyin de na say omo say abusuan panyin ntimi a organize ye ni. Now they compare omo de na right here. Enyem na meka says all compare be ye. Me de me feel so compare to na enye ye. Alright, before asana me end no asemba ko pe na meka. There is a particular phrase right here. Tien ye pa right here. I say that thing that we cherish melts. And it melts with time. Asemu ye meka chire ma Akosua sewa right here. That the Lumba wu ye somewhere in July no. Oshe respect an amount for the man right here. I dwindle ababe from 100 no. Above to the lowest minimum. Right, me busuan for mid mark I said me be 10. Onom te ma me ni dia. Omun sini from kra. But right ne say me ka just 10 no. Me boni din chen also finance to baby kra. What you dey say? Enti one hwe ni by the time yenu Lumba 1 year celebration no right here. Na me for say abafoma ba beto 5%. But oko TikToker omo de ombe heliu ombe praise you but uko du Ghana honoma untimi ntwetwe ska ma manfo say omo mra airport emra mehia eyi no so right untimi ntwe ska ma manfo so omo mra eyi usika na yesen ntinka se na meka e no otiatia breaker anka beboa bibia ni ma right wo be ya obetime ya busuan panyin afim obron hwasia ebeboa wo ya say second wife no mum na we also your first wife we tell compare age cramp na when you say second wife right but as a only no competition bi odobroni mu abusuapanyi ye na odobroni ba na umbrella sinison right odobroni ba no na kwema da bi di ne nchen go back and watch that video ya nche da fa umbrella nkosi odobroni so onye hema ohima bi na so ne nsa no di ohima bi nchen eno de ne ba enti na ma umbrella ne be yeden ebi si ni su bi no oye wa adwen se obe compare right how enye yi asem yi si kakra ya akra no me first wife right na matini din na me hu ne da odobro ni de me hu no so many times asem yi si kakra right how so tana ho pa na onye gallo now you are not part of the gullible followers now we can discerning Ghanaians now right omumi enu kra no be hu se eni edenti na enu ntina die ko fa second wife na eni die enu ntina na die oni odobru ni net na one kasa right obetimi atna siabe just sit down and give it a thought ube hu se e man mi no ba ko ase wa idin on kasa ni kru suba ne pepepe ba kon so de na ye fo se bi ya boxing ni kru ni fi wa pe they say they were pay opeso check kwase they say they no cross sin ni kru no rahel ye ntia break ye nye ne ma ye nim cry nim so ya kan ni Ashanti to be precise you say amamre ni ye so de extend back from sa how for no what you say into bury I say Ashantis no omobi biwu na rahel o hwese ne ya omo ye yi no omo ye eyi a Obia kasa nkofo yo mu de amamre de omote ase pa. Sa kro no mu na ofi. Onye ne ma eye. Menim o ma ya omo advice no. Me kwabena metie de me nsema American Rahel endu bebia. Se bushampanyi a ode ko na no kra ne kasa untie de. Yen nsema aye kan wa de ne be. Ebia Rahel de bia o kan obitie because o kala no. O kala no bitima dada na kakra. Oh yeah sure. Yes, ko call modam intino o kala no bitima dada na kakra. Rahel onti tia break kakra. Send ye show wo so no. Wan wi ni asa na ijawa onko bebia Rahel e form na beba. Me that's it.
All right, thank you so much. Mr. Alex Mepacho, would you like to say anything?
And then I say okay, program no mambano na Sir Roland na many Sir Roland last 80. I'm happy because I became the last one. I am only per 100 crack as I'm me the last one. And yes, so I the first one me put to nyoma miensa ewo yanim. Nyoma miensa no first one 3. The character, the attitude, and the legacy. And then the first cluster. So I enforce say ensu eche tuomwa eyisha. Na say ensu pa ne gumwa ni hwa no ya na ehwam. But ensu fia ubi so ubia mpese obeno. So say ubia sebe na numu wonka. I had to say obia oye prideful. So when you be one numu, people want to stay away from you. Now obi oye arrogant and oye prideful no. The character and the people want to back off. Na character no. So ye kasa obia enjoy DL legacy nke mama Akosua sewa. The time we share DL. Ma oni omo ye. Enyim ode ne boy ye. So those days na onti nyum pia je se radio. Ene die se de open awbo. 19 ka sabio ote se nikuna ka baabi no, some of us we yen to were expecting say ene nyame adom ye benya akwanya hunu deal na yerenom ne mma nyina. So ye te hayao first thing ene se maame na bagana nyame adom obaye onyama ame a champon ene ne mma ene omone odobronyi kasaye. Fantastic opportunity. So ye kase adrobi anka damu a e kire se pobi a wabobia ne jai na afrenke yenya de ye odobronyi so ne nsade ne wura dem. So up to now me am investigation no and come e course was adam hono be sinne ma papa me nya bi, but evidence yenya ne say Roman father e de maami odobronyi ene maami Akosua se watwa picture. Nti we were happy say anya hwekra no e maami no are together. That's all. She said you call 1 week. Bebia. And we were hoping say the Sibiano enka na yang move forward. I want to be who idea we say the second cluster na make wasem I select factors: social, legal, economic, and political factors. Omo ya 1 week ni wie no and ankrofo bi tena ase hu say socially ankrofo apepe maami odobronyi asem. Why? Because of the humility and service to that Lumba. Legally, ye chedie la japadi anema any onunti, they will get a portion. Economically, ye chesika say ye nyesika o DL diena and sabeden ebekabi. Last one, politically. And painful a Ghana near TQ nyina ebe recognize no. So I have. And nona niaba on a secret note, sister I have na mami Bempoma ne mami Akosua se wa krankasa for 5-6 years. Mami Akosua se wa that Lumba the mami Bempoma ne last born oba eto mami Bempoma. Because of Monkasa quarantine, Mammy Akosua se wa eya krane din afri. The last born also. Shadio. Na eye den na afidie ba se Mammy Bempoma koka Mammy Akosua se wa ho. Omo de asem we enam court. Sawayo. Court no, it took away something. But then you're too late. Until now we thought say after 15th of October, no, it was enough for us to move forward. So you were November mo. Afedie na yen kansem no kra nwie no. Na maame Bempoma so de ninua amu ene abusuapanyin Tainam court. Ye sign am ahemfie akokantam. Sawayo. Asem no wura ahemfie. Me ka kire me maame say baby asem ye wura ne de I know say court ye ka asem a ye nsiesie. But awura ahemfie no ahemfo no beboa amanka mo ma ye hwe ne inside aka. Sawayo. Eye den afedie. Nipa Yenya 60s, 50s, they are not even used to social media. Afedie, your wife and your mother of 60 plus. Afedie, social media ne make decisions for her. I'm happy personally they may attach based on that. So umpa enforce chere me yonko. Na me chere o me subai. Na me nim se obi wo achi nka wo chere se wo ye na yonko a. The other penny say you want that person to get a befitting barrier. Now, omo matras and ma baby bia sister Rahel. Ya kasi ye yen ye say be ya wachi ebe ye fe na abanyam. Ene ne mekonya ayiye. Ene nti ubia oye wadofo kura ntimi anko a sebe wote se waba ukuro mu a the first thing is okwu fie edina dodo de anase kakra ekura no de aba. Ene nti ye bo bi din se me yonku bi ne yiri ni a nka yensi oba ne fom because o kai se ono anko be yentime me yaman. So we've had a regrettable friendship. The nipa ne yen is not towards a friend no, but towards a particular woman. Not regarding say Nadamfo no had 2 groups of children with both women. In the heat of a year no ya time and share videos ni say. Na ende obono we had opportunity to look at the setup, to look at the tradition and culture I womb. 3, the love that people poured out. Yes, I come from free social media na about. Ebinumu so nsuo ne a drink and crumple na omoton, but they were passionately celebrating that Lumba. Wakato that I say, ni din kwa wie ya obeso na henche. Eno nti de enne wo de kire ye no meti ase e ma mi hu say what abusuapanyi did enye kwa. It was highly motivated by onyankopon anwoden. Israel say nyanyame ne de papa we ba ye time we are, and I'm telling you say nka deal e da so she fridge mo. And the people that came, regardless of the timing, the whole balu around it, omo mo ba ye no ye me kai pa ye time omo de true their dignitaries no so time na odobroni ekoho first na me share ne say monhwe barricade na omato that Lumba had a state assisted funeral. 2 nipa na obodiel ne wife ma me odobroni ho ban was a woman police. And that's our hell. You see the guard, the respect that this woman was exhibiting. And in painful crowd, you see the joy, they really appreciated the woman, the Wayama dear. So hell, rolling a boho. Shanema. Before 1 week in the Mabaye. Proud to injunction in another mother so Ghana. And until we were expecting, say, their course, similar and never course. So as we say, funeral, be na untimimba, but your case celebration of life, it is the episode of your life. Yes,
So, okay, Omasin be omo beka somewhere in November. Nso beka say a no date no baby ya fixed date in Rahel. Ebedu ono na nkwala na yeden.
Extra exams.
Omo try exams inti do match dia. Omo try exams ya meboa.
Yes.
Inti
yes.
Inti na say ayo match mo Rahel and ayo February. Say o match. Inti match na inti na nkwala no ba ko penti na.
Rolling patcho almost nkwala no mo school curriculum omo try exams still.
Inti see omo da so try exams so.
Omo da so true.
Right, abuchi phone call akwa ni common try exams via o. Match common try exams via o. Right.
Now, Mr. Rahel, me round it up na me nche wo so no. Mr. Rahel, obi ko see billboard say was your penny in the time of December 13th aye no. Na billboard of March esi ho dada. Nti we assume say March date no mo share no. Bibia nsesa. And into the no person mo ye no. The timing, the organization, and the omo ye bia nyame ado March no enie. Na oma ye so ama na ye fe, Sister Rahel. Aye fe pa. The entire man aye fe ne say omo bu ye court mraso. Telling us say they will celebrate Mami Akosua Sehwa no matter what. Sister Rahel, dear the council be say o pade na osra ye de maw. Na obufu so a ye de maw. Umuna so a ye de maw. Sister Rahel, what they expected has been granted to them. But here asema abisi wa chire. The why sesi ano abusu panyin de o sie de alwie ye no. Na so much no. Onamo as a free man. But who die a wo ye no nrai. Multiple venue omuko ye nyina na court injunction letter adru hodada. Until on the second day no kro mo find a location na edin. And I know chere say most people didn't want to be affiliated to their way. 2. On that very day there was a letter I freely gone by say Oma refund them 50% of my cash monje na monko. So hell. Celebration of life so the yanka nkrofo po. Senko mompo. But we chere say wa nipa nyina hunu otiri mopo. Adwen wo Lumba ho. Ye ne wona ne Germany, but the wo ye die. Obi abetimi ahunu asusu say ene ne asetena ben pa na woni die lempo eden. Etiwo Germany. And not the air asem sebe. We thank God so my own program no. But free and neko no. There is contempt. And that contempt no is rolling. And then maka and then Monday.
Alex.
Yes.
Edi ben our boss ano. Rolling ben at the show no. Who better contempt to me
I oma trigger your legal system, your judiciary system no. And no what implications. And let's not take it for granted. Say, why any celebration of life na awie. Abusuapanyin has nothing to do with it again. They say court no moko or match a date April 23rd. But the omuye yeno a contemptuous act against the judge and the court. And you have to dance to the tune because anyhow you lay your bed no. And you should be ready for it. Until they should be expecting say court will make a decision be one by contempt, by fines, imprisonment and arrest. They should be willing because they were stopped and intentionally I will make a decision say ombaye. This is right. The omaye dear omaye. Lastly, mame odobroni na yie no ne composure ne nyoma oye no wa maye hu say sebe maturity doesn't just come by age but wa exhibit an extraordinary yi wa ba ye obi ese man nyina hwe no esua no and saade na maya any the respect amankofo bibiri kura nya adwene bi pa de amano say how say at this time a woman can exhibit this and some of us we applaud it. Wame ya sister Rahel akwantu ntimi sesa bi nipa usubanyo obetima tra Ghana na wetimi ada suban party. Sister Rahel nyame hira no one ne manyina. I'll just leave it here na ya to aso.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Alex. Thank you, Sarah.
Asama me kan de bia ma menka. Uti di Alex e kan ni. Pese ni Alex ende no. O say ma odobroni wa comport ni ho ye.
Yeah.
Enye me na meka. Listeners uja omo say yemfa man mienu. E man mienu ni nsi oni yenhwe do comport ni ya. Obia be kan Rahel. Na asamba back to Melia submission no. Maybe tuntum enya kokko for na edu say ya Rahel. Once o show odobroni na ma Akosua sewa. Bibi a kire kokko modam enti be bi on bedu bi on comport o mo ye. Be bi o mo bedu bia. Rahel me pacho tu omofo mo betie. Abusuampanyin da so tiase. Enye abusuampanyin Jones o me ko onu ni din medical kase enfa ni abusuampanyin. Abusuampanyin Kofi Usu asem na meken. Omunko hunu abusuampanyin na asem nya din. Rahel o platform isu di abusuampanyin ni Lumba di omunya boni bia o bia. Sese odoboni kura so asan be ka ho. Omunko hu abusuampanyin. No one settle side issue we say Rahel. Betima resolve issue we within a space of 2 days. Right. Na you back and forth you could try and one near some by your chin in and what na deal in the 1 year anniversary no ye ni income ni man in effect. Why?
Sir Roland, thank you so much. Obviously for your 990.5k likes. Guys, let's continue to tap the screens and move it to 100k. I think say Abidjafona I can send me break. And we didn't even get the opportunity to do the gist segment, but in fact, I'm interested in the gist. I'm so interested in the gist. But then again, for me, if you should ask me, as to what actually transpired. Wow. So you can't even compare it. You can't. It is not comparable at all because if you look at the organization, the orderliness, protection, and Korano, the attendance, the dignitaries that were present, and even the rain, and even after the rain, how the whole thing happened. Yeah, I'm not sure. Say it's something that anybody needs to compare. Okay, though, Mami Akosua say they did their own. There's one video I would like to show. I know say after a year, still nkofo attempt for attending the Lumba year, and one of the people ye me who say nkofo bi adi na tem na Arthur ND. But I'd like to play this video, okay? This video seems to a lot of people, I said they just say AI, and I say I would like you to look at the crowd that these people were only I've forgotten the name of this.
DJKA.
Yes, only DJKA or more performance. No, look at the crowd they were performing to. No crap on not at their song and just have a. So guys, if you look at the crowd,
Right health. Unse Oma ba register ni bi o. Meko tie ba ko bi wo say ade ba ko e ka na kra ne say odoboni umbrella no umbrella na edisi ni so no.
yeah.
Ma Akosua say wa mu wi umbrella. O wi no say odoboni nyom kro mu say wi na say ne nyom be wo say sa hwa na twie no yi odoboni nyom ade na Ma Akosua say wa so amone asemu. I me say division e dia ba no enye easy o.
There's one thing that is so obvious about Odobroni. Obia on penasem, I can tell you, say, a pure jealousy. Onye ubia boni biai. Ubia umpa baywana semono. Wankasanu ni akuma pana uni adwempa. Nje a pure jealousy. We say Obroni couple of people say we are what we attract, and I say you attract what you are. Imubako. Into those only nipa 2 year there are a certain caliber of people la almost support you obia. So we obia Odobroni ya mbekase na akwala no and at this, but you see she on one kasa the personality no idea de ba wo hu ye like Alex was saying, her attitude, her aura, the beauty and kasa as a person and kasa no, there is a caliber of people be attracted by no. Then there's the other side, the microphobia or low self-esteem. Omankasa no, need confidence in themselves. Nya very bitter experiences with life choices. Any omo my yena, omode no aye young person they punish innocent people. Those people no, as they think and as they are, those are the kind of people they attract. Inti na akoye ntokwa mienu. There is one camper. Osho omo founding mothers na and omo founding fathers na. People with low self-esteem, people with low IQ, people who are rebellion, people who are backward thinkers, and it is showcasing in their supporters. Until they are always online insulting, they are always online hating, people who are unreasonable. Asemba omunti asem no omun pekinyansa wom. And one say ahani ejina no omu didi atem. And see, that is what is showing. It is obvious. You don't have any reason to hate that girl because we have people worse than that Lumba in our families. Omukrano, yanum ke nkwala boys ikura mo na mobi o one, ne baby wa mesie 4. Ne baby wa mesie 5. Then a Lumba ye, it is another then a kwala we waye. And then lady now present odo broni man, she made a certain remark be or say they say wukunu na wan fantoma anto da deka mu amaye amfansie na aware abodua. I don't know if anybody can really interpret that well. It was Sante Amamrim.
Nana hema. Opa kire say woware wukunu no eye wasede se wo sansuo epetawo ene na asefo ede ma wukunu bra wote ase. Oye na somfo a wone no eboare wa brabum. Eti de oye ma wukunu no se du se wukunu to a ye wa mamre mu huhum adwade ayeye ede ma bema ene bi ni sapo bodo ba na ye pe handkerchief ene nioma ya mamre nioma ode ka bema no ho wansie no a wukunu no kwa asamado adagya eno nti onkai mpoda se wone no waware yitwa to ye ring ne nioma ese wodi gya no kwan ma ne ma wo kwan ma wo koye kuna na wo firi mu a watimi akoware wanfa nkwa wukunu sasa no eda so di wachi nti eno ye honhom duabo a ekotia ma omne mukunu mu aware a omansie omukunu no asie de anya adwade.
Now, but let's assume say that Lumba ne Mami Akosua ebi mo say Mami Akosua no power regina that Lumba ampany. Let's assume say one ampany. Who yourself as a woman unimo worth and say unimo value and now one kasa if you know who you are. Only be man ni 17 to 19 years. At then our person will be claiming say una we widow. So widow. Oh, Patrick says I'm 19 years now. At 17 years now. Only by my be a muda. Knowing the kind of history or I don't think so. Yes, I'm man. I be obeying me at 1 year. At the end of the allegedly be. One you be a mabema bia. Only bema be antana.
Nana say unu kunu ware. Na se what giant pain. What the nensa ba pain. Ana sebi na chinu mumu atete na wakofa mpena a wone ne tia. Se wo ba fie be yesa kuna no a eye musubone na wayi no. Enti ehunsa ene sasa eba wo so.
Itibrales we can say strategically no. Mami Akosua say wa o sheda na wan be yekuna no cause onnim se nko be ye ya. Ne ma ka ebedi nachi.
I think so. I think
so Osheda.
Yeah.
There was an agenda say enke ekokota na nka omunya yie no. Na nka watimi take over the body na the opposite bia wa eden. Waye. Eno no nka kuna nka ho because in a civil kuna ne so those cultural practices and rituals no enim. Etinka ope an opportunity to get that fame and barrier no without kuna no. And in your dispensation, your culture and customs no. Bema na wawu no belongs to the extended family matrilineal. Enti ohun se baby aduna ye canon na culturally nothing was stopping her from doing kuna. Legally nothing was stopping her from doing kuna. It was an arranged sign she stayed away from it because of the implications that comes with it.
All right. Well, to me, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you, Richard.
Bacho Bibi Aboko. All right. Thank you for gracing our platform. Pacho, you watched the 2 videos, right?
Not really, but
But you have seen Yeno, and then you have seen the celebration of life. What's your take on it?
Ningi na ye because said ya omo defy the judicial system no na omo ye di omo pe. I think that apart from the lawyers probably applying for the committal, no, the court itself can also do a motion on its own. The court itself can do that on its own. Apply that contempt, but we'll leave that to the lawyers because we know they are very capable and they will do what is right. As far as the awomoye na ye, because sanka woma anya anka ye hu se wonu aduane a kanzo bam kanzo wache ase eno na kanwe no didam wo we na wan hwe ya beri kanwe. Cause maybe ma no awache ntimi nimpa kanzo no wo beri abo enti kanzo ase na enra no yehu ye no wow what if you disagree with me you can go and hug the next transformer nti eyeso omoye abusia penny ju 2 abusia emepacho ai no call anwamo ade na se no enenso oye adwuma na oye adwuma
Simi oye adwuma
ma me ka say ye na sa de akoidi na enti eye so omoye enem say yes $1 so a shorty aboki say no mo hwehwe $1 wo kro mo nya because yes na amanfo ani abre ukofa kra na yati wonsa achi yes ma me fato enti $1 short enti se mo amudu Bank of Ghana ha mo kan chom say yes $1 short wo kro mu ha because amanfo ani abre wo mo de bekwa akotua wo mo legal fees munim bibi odobroni wo ho odobroni is covered. Se Lumba ye will Odobroni is covered. Say a PNDC law 111 Odobroni is covered. Look, the Ascent brother Lex a case recently. Ernestina Boatma versus Phyllis Sewa. So it is the same fact. Papa no obano worry and now call worry customarily, right? And they call court. And then it went from the High Court to the Appeals Court, and then the Supreme Court said the earlier marriage was valid because now lady applicant neka say ankrata aware. The court said there's nothing like ankrata aware. The marriage is either valid or it's not valid, right? So finally the court said yes, the earlier marriage was valid and it was not dissolved, and so the subsequent customary marriage was void, right? But nonetheless, it does not stop the Ernestina from getting a portion of the man's property because she contributed as a concubine or as a wife under customary laws. The fact that her marriage was void because of the previous ordinance marriage does not stop her from benefiting from the man's properties, and so she was given 40% of the man's properties. So in a very unlikely event that the appeal court reverses the High Court's decision, say Odobroni you can say Yamami Akosua say why is married under ordinance because ye mijidi say obaye what the ne chieja papa she or the you can say or the certificate no ban what the aba or the eja papa she. And maybe the court will be gracious enough and say we want to cite it. But anyway, so in an unlikely event that the appeal court reverses that High Court ruling, Odobroni will still prove with document or circumstantial evidence say she contributed to the properties that Daddy Lumba acquired. I'll give you the case. Anybody who is interested can go and read it. It is Ernestina Boateng versus Phyllis Sewa.
To me, on that, the legal matters, Nyame adom Monday. I don't know that will be free. We want to use at least Friday and as a Thursday on legal matters.
Okay.
So that we can get all the legal intellect, what I say, Rolling, Prestige, everybody here. So that we'll just crack down.
Okay.
And then my compare the funeral now. Or a deal on this celebration of life, so that we'll take that one off the table.
Matse, I get you, my son, my brother. And see, I'll just leave it there as my boss has said. On the other, as me makacho, Alex, makacho, what I think. Yes, or mo yeah. At least ya mami etimi asesa sikan kakra, asesa coins kakra. Nti yeah. But I'm not a year shorty wo krom. And you know, maybe the omoye na sister binu awodi asi edunketi atem. There's really nothing to compare. If you ask me, there's really nothing to compare. So can I say other things?
Yes. To me, because the reason in it, what they did, was purportedly planned to obstruct DL's funeral on the 13th. And we wanted to see the impact, and also almost to deal the funeral home, say canopy, and then and just and we just wanted to do that. Now I'm funny 10, so that we can go to the next one.
Okay, all right, Mate. And as I will come in Sabashami, but it's okay. Because I hardly come here and I hardly speak a lot, so I'm not very happy with you.
Video ni Akosua Akosua Bempoma say ya woni Akosua Sewa edi akoni aba say omo ye baako enkumafo say omo kapa ama team legal wife say mama Akosua Sewa enedi mu kan say na kuma no fa ne ndi agro enti say busa mi busa say mama Akosua Bempoma edi ya wo yi free ni na ne so no say no obesa di na to na ne so ana say on found na so mesre so beje waje nhwe e wo comment section and then the kan ya wutie me a mesre so be subscribe na wa sha ma me aha e ye Black Media ye be share won sem from Macau.